Well, this session is to do with using identities to find the value of each expression. Now, there's a few ways you could do it, use an identity, or you could just use trigonometry. So I'm going to show you, first of all, using the identity. Now, what you may recall is a circle with a radius of 1 has, you can get a triangle in here, any triangle. And this point here, that's theta, will be cos theta for the x coordinate, sine theta for the y coordinate. Now, something you may not know is using Pythagoras' theorem on this little triangle. Let me draw a light little 90-degree triangle. Using Pythagoras' theorem, x squared plus y squared is equal to c squared. And c is 1. So the three sides are x, y, and 1. And Pythagoras' theorem says x squared plus y squared equals 1 squared, which means cos squared x plus, so we write cos squared, cos x times cos x, we write it like cos squared x. So I'll just put this down here at the bottom of the screen. When you square cos x, when you square that, cos x times cos x, we usually write it like this. We write cos squared x. And that's how we write cos x times cos x. You put the square up there in the middle. So sine x, not x, that's theta, isn't it? So let me just change that to theta because the angle is theta. I only have time to do one. Cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1 because the angle is theta. Now, sec theta means sec is 1 over cos. So therefore, cos theta, if sec theta is negative 5 over 3, cos theta is negative 3 over 5. You flip it over. Negative 3 over 5. Now, here it says tan is negative. Tan is less than 0. Why did it say tan is negative? Well, we're trying to work out, the question wants to know what is cos theta. Well, we've just answered cos theta. So cos theta equals negative 3 over 5. We've done that. Now, sine theta. Well, if we know, if I take sine squared theta equals 1, take the cos squared over here to be minus cos squared theta, that's called an identity. These two formulas are called identities. Now, if you know that cos squared theta is 3/5 or negative 3/5, when you square that, you're going to get 1 minus 9 over 25, and you're going to get 16 over 25. That's what sine squared equals. So sine, when you just want sine, you take the square across. Sine equals positive and negative square root of 16 over 25. And that's going to equal positive and negative 4/5. However, it's not always positive and negative. So let's revise. Do you remember what quadrants sine, cos, and tan are positive? Well, they're all positive in quadrant 1. Only sine is positive in quadrant 2. Only tan is positive in quadrant 3. And only cos is positive in quadrant 4. So we know because cos is negative, it's not quadrant 1. It's not a quadrant 1 angle. And it's not a quadrant 4 angle because cos is positive in quadrant 1 and 4. So it's either quadrant 2 or quadrant. It's one of these two quadrants, quadrant 2 or quadrant 3. Tan is negative. All right, if tan is negative, then it's not quadrant 3. So there's the logic. We have to use that information to say, all right, if it's not quadrant 1, it's not quadrant 4, and it's not quadrant 3, it must be quadrant 2. If theta is quadrant 2, you cannot give the answer as a negative. So cos theta is negative, sine theta in quadrant 2 is positive. So the answer is sine is positive 4/5. And that is how you use identities. Okay, that's all I have time for this particular video.